I'm Matt McClung with McClung Equipment, and thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
There you go, dude. That's a giant.
That's what I'm talking about. You just won some money right there. About bad. That's what I'm talking about.
This is the Bad Boy Mowers analysis episode. This is when we take the best anglers in the business and let them teach us all about how they approach the waters of Arkansas. This week we focus on one of the legendary big bass lakes in the state, Lake Millwood. Here's what you need to know about Millwood at this tournament, however. Exceptionally high water 2 weeks prior led to an exceptionally sharp drop-off in water levels, which confused both fish and fishermen. That sharp drop-off led to stiff current in the river channel, and most of the field fought over the territory in the pockets. If you were lucky, your first spot of the day was fresh. The rest of the day, you were fishing used water. Lake Millwood's kind of one of the legendary Arkansas lakes. It's got to be pretty exciting knowing that there is a potential for a big sack of fish. How do you manage those expectations?
Well, I think the best you can do is just get out there and work what's best for you. You know, if you get off what you normally do and try to do something different, it's just not going to work. You're going to put more pressure on yourself. So my whole strategy is to go out there and fish the way I fish.
So the entire field of boats motored bravely to their areas with varying degrees of confidence. Some took a scholastic approach, such as our school teacher from Bryant High School, Reed Prescott, or as he is known in class, Mr. Prescott.
They're relating to this creek channel big time. A little bit shallower, about 4 foot here, but where y'all are probably 9-10 foot. With the water falling, bringing them out closer to deep water. That's what I've been doing, fishing these close to the deep water clumps of them. Had a good day. There's some big ones. I don't know whether they're going to spawn here or they're just staging here, but there's been some good ones in this set of trees right here.
In the end, someone always finds the winning pattern. We had several who locked in on something. Here's Jeffrey Conway of Mineral Springs, who finished third on the boater side. We got Jeffrey Conway with us now. Jeffrey, the first time we met you was your very first BFL event, and you went out and did what?
Won it.
You won it. And if I remember right, we kind of said, my gosh, you're going to be ruined because now you're going to expect to win all of these. But you've had a good run, and today, now you switched over to the boater side, and today you had a good 19-pound bag of fish. How did that happen?
It was just one of them days coming together. I mean, It's just being at home helps out a lot too. Yeah. So you kind of got a lot of knowledge of the lake. So
you're familiar with Millwood then?
Yeah, I live right around the corner. I mean, so that kind of it helps. Yeah. It helps. You know, but like I said, it's just one of them days that just kind of come together. Mm-hmm. It just.
Was it early? Did you get most of your fish early or later in the day?
We caught several early, but let's say I caught my first the 5 about 8:30.
Oh wow! Okay.
And then I caught the 6 about 2:45.
Okay.
Yeah, and then everything else in between. Been just culling up and maybe caught fish all day long. Yeah. So it was never non-stop. So
talk a little bit about the mentality of the angler, because what happens is, you know, you get that first fish and the 5th fish, they always say are the hardest 2 to catch. But when you've got that 5th fish by 8:30 in the morning, how does that adjust your planning and your tactics for the rest of the day?
Having the 5 that early just gives you, you know, you can spend the rest of the day just trying to catch a bigger fish. You can upgrade, you got the pressure off. You know, nothing else, you got 5, you're going to get points or whatever, then it's just all the pressure is off. You're just going fishing then.
What lures were you using?
My key bait was a black and blue jig.
Okay.
That's
How heavy?
3/8 ounces.
Well, you're going to have, no matter what happens on the final stage, you're going to have some solid points out of this event. And oh yeah, okay.
After Washita last
Yeah.
month, I need them bad.
Well, I was going to ask you, we're going to a very different lake in Greer's Ferry next time. What do you think about that?
I've been putting a game plan together in my head how to fish, so I'm just gonna go up there and concentrate on getting 5.
Good deal.
That's all I can ask for.
If you can get 5 by 8:30 on Greer's Ferry, you'll be a happy man.
Yeah, I will be, but I don't know if it's gonna turn out.
Well, we'll be there watching for it and cheering for you as well. Thanks a bunch for talking with us.
Appreciate it.
It worked out well for Conway, who earned $1,424 with that third-place finish thanks to 19 pounds. Wayne Dixon of Morrilton won the event, and we'll hear from him a little later on in the show. Some familiar names adorned the top 10, such as Josh Ray, Steve Bowman, and Justin Swayze, finishing 3rd, 4th, and 5th. In all, 114 5-fish limits were caught in this event. That's nearly half the field. So for all the worry and concern about water levels and weather conditions, a lot of anglers figured out something. We hope that the wisdom gleaned from this show will help you on a day when it otherwise looks tough outside.
Here's a mowing tip. Mow your lawn in different directions with each mowing, especially those lawns with shorter grass types. Alternating the directions will ensure a more even cut and a healthier lawn.
Try to never mow your yard while your grass is wet. Mowing your yard while your grass is wet can lead to an uneven cut.
When mowing, try not to scalp your yard. By scalping, that means the blade's coming in contact with the dirt. It leaves an exposed area, kills the grass, and promotes weed infestation.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Guys, it's time to make your country Bad Boy Country.
Bad Boy Mowers leads the zero-turn mower world with professional-grade power and performance, cut-quality perfection, and easy-ride innovations that can deliver a smooth ride all day, every day. In Bad Boy Country, we build them better in America to last a lifetime. 747 cc's, 60-inch cut, $49.99.
All American value, made American strong. Mow with an attitude.
Keep your Bad Boy mower looking clean and fresh. Clean oil, clean air, fresh fuel.
One of the great things about the Bad Boy mower is the easy access to the belts. As you can tell, it has the belt routing system in there in case you were to sling a belt off, easy to repair.
Hey guys and gals, do y'all want more time to fish out there on that lake? You ought to check out these Bad Boys. They will cut your mowing time down in half. You'll have a lot more time to go out there and wet that hook.
Even though there is not much chattering on phones while fishing a tournament, word does get around when someone lands a monster. Just as the case when Travis Harley of Sherwood caught this new personal best.
What's the biggest bass you've ever caught?
7.6.
7.6, got that covered for sure then. Well, congratulations on getting that new PB. Good job. I promise you she's over 7. She's over 9 for sure. She's gonna weigh 9 pounds and 9 ounces, man. Closer to 10 than 9. Awesome job. Let's get some water back on that fish. Carlton, you get a picture? A 9.9 Lake Millwood bass, man. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Travis Harley, Sherwood, Arkansas, right here. And Travis, you had a banner day, a moment of a lifetime. 9.9, biggest fish so far of the day, and it's the biggest fish of your career, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, tell us about that catch.
I was trying to dead stick. It was hard because we were flipping and the boat was moving, but I was able to dead stick that one. I flipped next to a cypress tree with a weightless gambler fat ace, and I just let it sit there. I popped it one time, then all of a sudden a little bite, and it started taking off. I set the hook, and I seen the side of it. I thought it was a carp. I was like, oh man, I got a carp. I'm trying to reel it in, and I seen it try to jump, and I put it down, and I was like, oh no, that's a bass, but I didn't think it was big as it was until I got it in the net. I ain't even grabbed the fish. I went and hugged my boat as soon as I caught it. I was like, oh, thank you. He was trying to calm me down. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. He's like, shh, shh.
That's great. That is great. Now, when you set the hook on it, did it move? I mean, did you think you were hung up at first, or did you know you had a fish?
No, I know I had a fish, cause it pulled me before I set the hook. It did like a little jerk, then it did a big jerk, and I set the hook on it, and it didn't feel as big as it did at first. Okay. It was coming to me, and then when I was bringing it to me, then it started taking drag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I still didn't know how big it was until it got in the net.
So at what point did the heart rate kind of go out of control?
As soon as I seen it in the net.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Good.
Because I like I said, when I kept it down as much as I could. I thought it was maybe like a 6, and I kept it down. And when he scooped it out the net, I still couldn't see it because it was trying to go up under the boat. So he scooped it with the net, and I didn't like I said, I didn't see the whole fish until he put it in the boat.
That was probably a good thing, because if you had known that you had a 9-9 at the end of your line, it might have been a little bit more tense as you're trying to pull that in. So what was your total weight with the combined 2 fish?
11-12.
11-12. So where are you right now in the co-angler standings?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm probably maybe close in the top 10.
Okay. So that one fish put you in the top 10. You gonna cash a check?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want that trophy.
There you go. There you go. Well, big bass. I mean, you should have seen the look on some of the anglers' faces as they came into the weigh-in stage. And in fact, about 3 people in front of you weighed in what was then big bass, like 5 pounds. And so that was a very short-lived lead for that guy. But Travis, congratulations, a great day, great memory, and you're gonna have a lot of photos coming your way, because we took some out on the water and we got plenty more here as well. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
All righty, good job. Thanks for talking with us.
Hi, I'm Dwight Payne with Alma Tractor and Equipment, Alma, Arkansas. Thanks for watching FLW Arkansas.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Every industry has a leader, someone or something that rises to the challenge by outperforming and outlasting every competitor. In the world of zero turn, Bad Boy Mowers is the leader that rises and stands to outperform and outlast all of its competition with one singular goal in mind: deliver the most powerful, most durable, most comfortable zero turn mower in the world. Make your country Bad Boy Country.
This is Shani Kramer for Independence County Off-Road. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
The co-anglers in the BFL get a great chance to enjoy competitive bass fishing without having to supply or own a bass boat. Here's Conway's Nathan Burrow, who drew a pretty strong partner in this tournament, Larry Gregg. He won the first event of the season on Lake Ouachita. Burrow knows his versatility is just as important as his opportunism.
Fishing out of the back of the boat, you gotta either throw something moving or slow down and catch the fish that your boater doesn't catch.
While Burrow would earn a check with a 20th place finish, 38 co-anglers went on to catch 5 fish limits in this event.
Kind of slow start, but caught some small ones early. Then in the afternoon got got going on a swim bait on some bigger fish, so went good.
While a lot of locals did well knowing what to throw and where to throw it, a couple of surprises climbed to the top of the leaderboard. This is Jacob Sloan from Kansas. He brought in a 5-fish limit weighing 14 pounds, 13 ounces, good enough for second place. Our winner came from Mountain Home, but this is Kenyon Johnson's first ever trip to Millwood. And what a memorable one it is. He won by a pound over second place. That's good for a check for $2,236 and a very nice trophy. Sloan's second place finish got a check for $1,118. You heard from John Vinnicollins, who came in fourth place. The tournament paid checks to the top 22 co-anglers in this event. We have our co-angler champion here on Lake Millwood, Kenyon Johnson out of Mountain Home.
Yeah.
15 pounds, 13 ounces. That's quite a good day from the back of the boat.
It was. This is my first trip here. I've never even heard of Millwood Lake. This is my first year fishing BFLs. This is only my second one ever.
Wow.
This is not what I was expecting at all. I got paired with a good boater. We worked really well together.
Yeah.
And it was just an amazing day. I couldn't be more thankful for it.
That's great. So second time in the BFL. So you fished Ouachita, the first event? Okay. How'd you do at Ouachita?
I finished 40th with a 2-pound, 6-ounce fish.
Okay. You got on the board, got some points.
Yeah.
You got a whole bunch of points this week.
Yeah, I couldn't be more happy about that. My goal was just to make it to regionals in the first place, so this definitely helped out with that. Like I said, I've never even heard of half these lakes. I've never been to any of them on the schedule. I'm just going. I literally drove down here last night. I don't get a pre-fish because I work, and I got off at noon, drove down here, slept in the parking lot, and fished today.
There you go.
So,
man, Mark, bringing in our tournament director, Mark McQuaw here. Millwood for a lot of folks is big fish dreams, but both of our winners today. Very limited experience on Millwood. What does this say about how to succeed here? Maybe you need to kind of take away all your memories and think fresh?
Yeah, for sure, Carlton. I mean, just looking at the weights and, just heard these first timers down here, they've had a ball here. We put it on the schedule. Guys like Kenyon are like, man, I never heard of it. Where's it at? And the guys that knew about it, that have never been here, they said, man, that thing's just full of stumps and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going. I'm going to tear all my stuff up. But now we've had a successful event here, and I can say it'll be a safe bet. We'll be back in the near future.
A lot of big fish caught today, very few zeros. Talk about what was it that was the most successful bait for you today?
Definitely a Cinco. It was a green pumpkin, purple with gold in it.
All right.
I didn't have my first keeper until probably 10 o'clock, and that was on a fluke, and that was only a 12-inch fish, and I switched to a Cinco and didn't put it down the rest of the day.
Well, I can see why.
Yeah.
That's a smart angler.
Yeah.
Mark, talk about this co-angler experience. People can come on board, learn about tournament fishing, and they don't have to invest in the boat yet. They can kind of get a nice start.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just like Kenyon said, he showed up here with no practice. He worked his Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 job, made the drive down here last night with his handful of rods and reels, a little bit of tackle, paid $125, got in the tournament, and went out today, made him probably a couple $1,000 today. So you don't have to practice a lot, show up and fish, and it's a great opportunity to make some money on the weekend.
You get to make money. You get to fish a great lake. Now you know that Millwood.
I caught my personal best today.
Yeah, there you go.
I've never caught anything over 6 pounds, and that happened today, so
Beautiful.
Can't beat that.
A good experience. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you at our next event on Greer's Ferry. And congratulations once again. Good job. Good job.
Don't cut your grass too short, especially during the cool grass seasons. A taller grass provides a more deeper root system. It looks better and is less likely to have weeds invade it. Try not to remove any more than the top 1/3 of the grass in one cut for a more healthy and lush-looking lawn.
Remove dirt, grass, and debris from the top and underneath your deck. This will keep your pulleys and belts moving freely and keep them from overheating. When you're done, you can hose off the deck and then simply turn on the deck, allow the bearings to heat up, and get rid of any excess moisture.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hardy, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Every industry has a leader, someone or something that rises to the challenge by outperforming and outlasting every competitor. In the world of zero turn, Bad Boy Mowers is the leader that rises and stands to outperform and outlast all of its competition with one singular goal in mind: deliver the most powerful, most durable, most comfortable zero turn mower in the world. Make your country Bad Boy Country.
Hey guys, I want to point out this Easy Ride suspension that's patented by Bad Boy. These decks are very well built. You can stand on them. This is one of the best mowers made out there in the United States today. It has independent suspension on, count them, all 4 wheels to give you that nice smooth ride while you're cutting your grass.
Hello everyone. At each one of our tournament stops, I always try to grab one of the legislators that's from the lakes that we fish. And I've got Danny Watson here. Danny knows Lake Millwood, which is a fabulous Arkansas lake.
Exactly, Carlton. Millwood is a crown jewel of not only southwest Arkansas, but my goodness, Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, you name it.
Big bass come out of there, and you've got some history with your family as well. You got some fishermen in your family.
Absolutely. My oldest grandson, almost 14, is on the second year, Carlton, on the fishing team for Spring Hill School. Absolutely loves it. This is a wonderful habit I'm glad that he has taken. He absolutely loves it.
That's true. We got a lot to be thankful for the outdoors.
Absolutely,
in Arkansas.
absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
We have our tournament winner, Wayne Dixon, out of Morrilton, and this was your first ever trip to Millwood. Is that true?
First ever trip. I spent Thursday and Friday. I found this spot on Google Earth at home, and I went in Friday. I went in Thursday and checked it and caught some fish, and I went back Friday and I tried to shake 2 off, and I caught a 5 that wouldn't let go, and I had a 3 that wouldn't let go. And I had 7 bites in 10 minutes.
Man.
And I said, I gotta go. And I went back and watched it and watched it and watched it. Nobody come in and bothered me bad. I had some boats in this morning that we worked really well together. They all got a check, but one guy that I know of. Several people in there this morning, several of us struggled early. And I told my boater, my co-angler, I said, at any moment, I said, I've got to get by. I've been in here for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And my next pitch, he said, well, why didn't you say that 10 minutes ago? I've probably caught 32 and a half pounders today.
Gee whiz.
I had the one that weighed 7'9", 7'10", 7 something. Yeah. My co-angler caught 2 really good fish today, and he was a great guy. We worked really good. And like I said, at one time we was 3 of us paralleling each other going down cypress trees.
Wow.
And we were all talking back and forth catching fish.
That's great. Let's bring in Tournament Director Mark McQuaw. Mark, you know, when Millwood was put on the schedule, a lot of us got that little extra flutter in our heart. We were excited about what the potential was for this lake at this time of year, but there were some surprises today, weren't there?
There were some surprises, you know, just a couple of weeks ago. You know, some of the locals that came out to the weigh-in, you can see right down there on the pole. You can't see it from our camera angle, but they put a piece of wood on the pole down there. That was the water level. Yeah. So, I mean, 2 weeks ago, we're sitting in the water right here. I mean, there was just a little slice of parking lot right here, so behind us. So the lake's really changed a lot in the last few weeks, but the last few days, the water's kind of settled. There's still a lot of water moving through, but the water's been stable, so it's set up really good. And I think the lake, you know, a lot of people were predicting the mid-20, you know, weight to win this, but it didn't do that. But I mean, a ton of fish weighed in. Pretty tickled with the turnout and the catch today. A lot of good fish weighed in.
You can tell when it's a big tournament when there's a lot of fish being caught by the length of the weigh-in. Not many zeros today. No, and a lot of good fish. Did you catch your big fish early, middle, late, or throughout?
I caught a good fish this morning, probably at 10 o'clock, 9:30. I caught probably a 4 3/4. Then fished for a while there and coiled up. I coiled by ounces for a long time. I would coil, and I finally got tired, and I said, this is not what I'm needing. I can't get there. Then I caught the big fish. I throwed out by a cypress tree. I was flipping a Senko, a weighted Senko, pegged, and I flipped out by a cypress tree, and I picked up, and she hit it, and I pulled her out away from her, and I dropped it back in, and she was on the bed undoubtedly.
She was aggressive.
I was way upriver where I caught my fish at, and the water way upriver, they're flushing it straight through right now from what I've been told. I don't know, truthful. I've never seen it at normal pool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my water's 2.5 foot high where I caught those fish at.
Okay.
I was fishing a lot of field grass. You could see field grass that had grew up.
What color was the Senko?
It was a green pumpkin Senko.
Okay.
Special made Senko. Gary Jeffries, Right Bite Baits.
Ah, okay. All right. Good deal. Well, and was that all? I mean, you catch all of your big fish on that Senko?
I had one rod on the deck. I'm lied. I had 2 rods on the deck in case one of them got messed up.
Ah, okay. So you went in with one game plan, it was going to work, or it was
I
not.
laid a 50-count bag of Senkos on the deck this morning. I told my guy with me, I said, you might want to put one of these on.
Yeah, yeah.
He's put some special colors in it for me, and it's really, he said he's going to call it Millwood money. That's what he's going to name it.
That's some impressive confidence, Mark. You know, a lot of anglers will come in with a plan A, B, C, and D, and sometimes work their way through the alphabet. He had plan A.
Yeah, that's right. You can tell, at boat check which guys are on them, which guys are not. You see a lot of guys with 10 or 12 rods on the front deck, and you see the guy that's got one. That guy that's got the one, you better watch out for him. He's got it figured out. He's dialed in.
Good deal. Well, Mark, our next event is Greer's Ferry. Going to be a very different body of water than what we've got here at Millwood. What do you think about that?
It's going to be a fun event. We laid off of Greer's Ferry last year. That just the weights were down just a little bit, so we gave it a rest. Here we got shallow water, dirty water, all kinds of wood in the water. Greer's Ferry is going to, it's obviously a lot deeper deal, clear water, a lot of smallmouth there. We're going to see numbers of fish caught. Probably not going to see the weights anywhere close to what we saw here today, but still going to be a fun event. Going to catch a mixed bag, spotted bass, smallmouth, largemouth there. But to win, Wayne will tell you the largemouth are going to be a player to win that event there.
Wayne, we going to go back to back?
We're going to give her fits first, all I can say. I fished Greer's last week. I think I was on Greer's last week. I won a little tournament on Greer's last week up there. I had some fishing about a foot of water again.
Okay. All right. Well, so you've got a trend going here.
Yeah, but the lake's coming down, and that's going to be dry. I can walk up there and pick the rocks up I caught those fish on.
Okay. Well, and as you can see, the lake's been coming down here too, for about 12 feet from what I gather.
Yes, I've watched it for a while. I thought the event was going to be postponed, is why I really didn't put a lot of thought into it. And I just come down. I'm staying with a niece of mine, and she's a vet in Nashville, and I told her, I said, we're coming down. I said, we're going to fish it. And she said, well, come on. So now I've got to take her and buy her supper.
There we go. I think you can do it now, and you
Yeah,
can
we'll
take it
do
to a
that.
nice place, yes. Well, if there's water, we're fishing. Join us next week on FLW Arkansas. Next week, we bring you the action from Greer's Ferry and the third stop on the BFL Arky Division. We thank Bad Boy Mowers, an Arkansas institution, for supporting our Arkansas outdoorsmen and women and our families by sponsoring this show. They make the mowers that help us enjoy mowing in style and in less time, so we can get back out on the water. That's what you call a win-win. Give them a try when you are ready to mow with an attitude. We'll see you next week on FLW Arkansas.